Wednesday's February 13th, CPC meeting. This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, tonight in attendance, we are reconvening to reconsider the Franklin Lands Trust request for $500,000 in additional funds for the North Pond project. We have closed the meeting before. We were just reconsidering this one item on the agenda. Otherwise, it opens a big can of worms. So before we do the reconsideration, we are not allowed to have public comment because we may not introduce any new information before the vote. After the vote, you may have public comment. Did I do that correctly? All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like someone maybe to make a motion to do just that,
So motioned.
I'll second
What
it.
are we motioning on?
to reconsider
Okay.
the vote on the Franklin Land Trust request for $500,000. Okay, so we have the option right now, or can discuss, what we feel about the project. Yes.
Sorry, just point of order. You do need to first vote on whether or not
Oh, yes.
to reconsider before actually.
Okay, so I have a first and a second. Thank you. Like a vote on the motion made?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, unanimous. Now we can have discussion. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to say about the project, or questions, concerns, or?
Well, last meeting I was in support of the project, and I still am. I still feel that it meets the intent of this committee's work, being preservation by title, and preservation of the North Pond to me, as it also supports the health of the Middle Pond and South Pond, is key to providing providing the purpose with which we're established here for the community. So I will continue to support that, as I think there's tremendous benefits that are brought forth into many facets of the town, through recreation, through health to our water supply, to the health of the lakes for for purposes, and to make them available, keeping those lakes available for all the residents of the town, not just those residents that are presently residing on the shoreline. So
Right.
it becomes a matter of having it be open public access to all. I don't live on the lakes, I don't own a boat, but yet I do want to see those lakes preserved for my children and grandchildren.
Great
And,
point.
So, those are my comments.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions or concerns on?
Why is this being brought up again tonight? Why are we here to reconsider? What new, I don't want to say evidence, but information has been brought to light?
I think because we've had such a great influx of concern from the town, who've raised the tax dollars and who've paid the tax dollars, that I thought it would warrant us coming to another meeting, and I believe the select board did as well. So the select board requested it, and I think Mr. Horacek agreed to it. I just want to go on record as saying I think this is exactly why we've agreed to join the Community Preservation Act as a town to support projects just like this, because it does support the health of the lake, open space for all people to enjoy in perpetuity, which means forever and ever. It's a great parcel. It's the only access that would be public access on North Pond. Otherwise, there is no other public access. This gives the people of the town who pay the taxes towards the CPA to enjoy that part of the lake without having to own a boat.
I'd like to add, I also find that, this community preservation committee has in the past supported several projects for open space through the use of APR funding. And APR funding, guarantees a piece of property will stay open in perpetuity. But that most of those properties that have gone into APR are still not publicly available land. So I can't take my shotgun and go hunting on a piece of preserved APR land because it's still in someone's name.
Privately owned, correct.
Still privately owned. So in this case, we're talking about taking property and making it publicly owned, where I can take my dog down to the lake, enjoy it as any other community member could. So this way, I see this even being more geared towards community than some of the APRs that have come up in the past that several people in this town have benefited from very greatly. So this is a little bit broader reach than the APR money that has been spent in the past to many people.
Right. And this does provide access for animals to come to the lake. We do have an abutting property that the state owns. It's the largest grassland there is in the state, maybe New England. So this would also help to support the health of that property as well, giving animals access to the water.
I would like to just add that this board does know that. I mean, we did already commit $1 million to this project. So the board is aware of how important this project is. And we've brought this back here on the advice of the selectmen because they think that it should go to a town vote. And I think that they may be right on that. So I would like to make a motion to take a vote on that.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Abstain?
Abstain, one abstention. Okay, so we have a motion to revote on the reconsideration of the Franklin Land Trust request for $500,000 in additional funds for the North Pond project. Do I have any yeses?
Yes.
Yes. And one abstention, I assume. So it does pass. We do have a quorum to pass the vote. Is there anyone now who would like to have a public comment? Michelle?
I just wanted to say thank you so much to the selectmen for making this request to the board. We know that y'all are volunteers, you're taking a night away from your families and coming out to perform this task. We very, very much appreciate it. I think you understand a little more maybe after having the CPC meeting on the 31st, the select board meeting. You see, look at this. This is our town. These are these people who love this property. So we're very pleased for the reconsideration, obviously very pleased about the outcome. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, Deb? Deb Haraff.
CRC would also like to thank you very much, and we are upping what we will match to $2,500, which would be an additional $5,000 towards this project. I mean, that seemed like much, but encourages other people to donate as well. We've got checks from retired people giving as much as they could, from other people who were extraordinarily generous. So I just wanted to say, if you would like to donate, and make sure that if for some reason Dr. Bisbee this doesn't pass, you will get your money back no matter what amount you've given. And again, we'll match up to $2,500. And thank you so much for everything.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And we're out. Thank you for coming.
Nothing.